Howdy folks, welcome to the channel Rockin' the Country. I'm Don, where I react to non-pop country music. It could be rockabilly, not just straight up traditional country, but I do a lot, predominantly traditional country. But I also do western, folk, there's some Cajun mixed in there, red dirt. Dwight Yoakam, gotta be rockabilly, just straight up. He's the most unique performer I think that I know of. John Prine was unique. But then there's Ray Wiley Hubbard, who he and John Prine are kind of alike, in my, just how I perceive it. Dwight Yoakam is the most unique one that I've seen so far. So Renee Mooberry made a gift, the equivalent of 2 gifts to the channel for me to do part 1, which was yesterday, and there were 2 songs I reacted to there from his 3:30 sessions. And I've got, I don't know how many there are today. I haven't watched the video. I'll be watching it first time with you guys on camera. And but there's probably 2 songs here. So Renee, thank you for this gift and for this trip down memory, for Dwayne Yoakam Lane. That's what I've called it. And Renee, I think if you could, you'd live on Dwight Yoakam Lane too, if there was such a street. Probably is. All right, here we go.
Just around the corner there's heartache. Down the road that always suits you. If you can wade in through the teardrops, my friend, I'll meet you at the home of the blue. I walk and I cry as my heart beats. Keep time with the drag of my shoes. Sun never shines through this window of mine. It's dark here at the home of the blue. This place filled with the sweetest memories. The memories so sweet that I cry. Dreams that I've had left me feeling so bad that I just want to live right down and die. So if you just lost your sweetheart and you ain't got no good way to choose, hey, come follow me, misery loves company. I'll meet you at the home of the blue.
Such an art form there, man.
But this place is filled with the sweetest memories. Memories so sweet that I cry. Good dreams that I've had left me feeling so bad that I just want to live right down and die.
There's so much going on in Dwight's songs, and that's the way bluegrass is. I've said this before, but like in bluegrass, it's like a nuclear bomb in a song. Like every bluegrass song, instruments are going, it seems like all the time, but there's purpose to them. You could feel it. And rockabilly is like a cross between, I would say, country and bluegrass. And but I mean, the name suggests, rock and bluegrass, but yeah, it's just so unique. But there's so much going on these instruments, and yet they all make sense. It's not easy to do, to throw all those ingredients into a cake, have them all going, and it still tastes good.
So if you've just lost your sweetheart and you ain't got no good way to choose, come follow me, misery loves company. I'll meet you at the home of the blue.
Yeah, you're already there.
Yes, you're welcome at the home of the blue. Lord, I'll see you at the home of the blue.
Nice. Does misery love company? I don't know. You get a good friend who's happy to bring you out of it.
Everybody's gone away. So they're moving to LA.
A lot of Dwight songs go to LA.
Everybody's leaving town.
Didn't Dwight move to LA?
Some call it a freight, some call it a plane. Sit find the sunshine, leave the rain. Say this town, waste your time. Guess they're right, it's wasting mine. Some gotta win, some gotta lose. Good time Charlie's got the blues.
Renee, the cellist there, the bass player. What was his name? David? Was it David Rowe that I did the reaction to a week or two ago that you requested? Is that him right there? Because he's singing and he's playing bass, and I know that's what David Rowe had done. Huh.
You know my friends keep telling me you're not a kid at 33. You play around, you lose your wife. You play it too long, you lose your life. I got my pills to ease the pain. Yeah. I can't find a thing to stop the rain. I'd like to try and settle down. Everybody's leaving town.
Is that an accordion in the back?
Some gotta win, some gotta lose. Good time Charlie's got the blues. Some gotta win, some gotta lose. Good time Charlie's got the blues.
That's an accordion.
Got the blues.
Wow.
Got the blues. Got the blues.
Dwight's rocking the boat. That was fun. I thought that there were going to be interviews on this thing. And I love hearing Dwight talk. You know, he did that interview with Whoopi. So about a month ago, I reacted to that. But this was obviously 4 songs. I don't know what the, 330 sessions or session 330, studio 330 sessions. I don't know what labels use that for. It's obviously, to get the artists out there and stuff. Now there are different means by which artists get out there. Now you could just record yourself on a cell phone or that. But for more professional sound and videography and stuff, you would do something like this. So this looks like it was done a little bit ago. It was a bit grainy, but that could have just been the way it was uploaded. And of course, I hope it's not blocked. But, I love seeing these artists do their thing. Dwight didn't smile once in all 4 songs. None of the songs were smiley. I'm sure before you go out there and you're going to sing these songs, you have a certain mindset. And when you're going to play, you're like, this is serious. And you might even have a talk with the band, just like coaches have a talk with their players before a game and give them a pep talk. And, this is how we're going to play these. A lot of details going in. What are they going to wear? You know, what the drummer was standing up. Interesting. So I'm wondering too if these musicians were Dwight's or if they were studio musicians. Not sure, because studio musicians are phenomenal typically. They don't get to be studio musicians or session musicians for because they suck. And these folks were on point, and there was Dwight. And I don't think it's in front of an audience. I think the purpose is to play the songs and use it for promotional materials and other such things. But I loved it. I mean, I just love seeing these different places. It's a learning experience for me, not just learning about artists, but learning about the industry itself. And I know a fair amount about the industry, but there's a lot that I don't. You know, I'd like to know what mixers do on the back end. You know, I have an idea what they do, but I've never seen mixing done. Engineers, you see them on video a lot. What they do with their monster boards and buttons and switches and slides and all that, and getting certain things up and then down and then all that. But there's so much that goes on in getting artists to Dwight's level and keeping them there. Clearly, the artist has to have the talent, and the band have something to offer people that they want to buy, that they want to go to concerts and see in person and all that stuff. But then you've got to have a whole support staff, and it typically comes in the form of a label. And that's why they want some say over how things are done. But when it comes to Dwight, he's such a perfectionist and he's so well known that once you have a good following in the industry, you get more creative control, and the label would happily give it to you. Because it takes effort to micromanage artists, but Dwight, it's like, oh, Dwight, let him do what he wants to do. We'll listen to it, maybe make a few suggestions, but he's got enough clout to where he could do what he wants, really. So Renee, I'm not going to rate these things. That was just an experience, the 4 songs, an experience. So I hope you enjoyed that, guys. I sure am enjoying this part of it too. And so there you have it. From Dwight Yoakam's worldwide #1 fan on Dwight Yoakam Lane is Renee Mooberry. Have a great day, folks. I'll see you on another. She's in southern Louisiana. Have a great day. I'll see you on another video and keep rocking the country.